Right, all you ghouls and ghosts out there, I think we are pretty much ready to get ourselves warmed up when we're the living dead, a very cold body. So we need to get ourselves moving. Yeah, you can. Right, where's my phone? Okay, so. Okay, so let's get ourselves moving. We're going to start off by a nice little march on the spot. Yeah. Okay, so just getting the body moving, getting the blood pumping around the body. When we're doing this, I want you to think about your posture. So I want you to stand nice and tall. I know we're all monsters, but let's make sure that we're monsters with good posture today. We want to get those shoulders back, relaxed down. We're on that nice, long, tall figure, just like we were Frankenstein's monster. Okay, as we're going, we need to make sure we engage our core. So think about drawing the belly button in, tightening through the waist. This is going to help protect our lower backs. It's going to help stabilize our hips, and it's going to keep us in that nice, tall, upright position. Okay, now we've got our checklist done. Let's start to think about moving a little faster. Okay, so we're going to up the speed. We're going to need some speed later on. I have a feeling we might have to run away from some ghosts and ghouls and monsters. A little spoiler alert there. Okay, remember, if you want to at this point and you're okay with a bit of higher impact, you might decide to just run on the spot as well. Okay, and take that decision. It's completely up to you. Obviously, if you need to keep it low impact, I would advise just sticking with the marching, but just going that little bit faster. Okay, make sure we've still got that posture. And we're going to just change the movement from the legs in a few seconds. So instead of bringing the knees up at the front, what we're going to do is we're going to kick the heels out of the back. Okay, get ready. 2, 1. Let's just switch that over to some heel kicks. Now, try and maintain the tempo which you're going. So you can either be doing that running, that's fine. Again, if we need something a little bit lower impact, we're just going to do those steps out to the side. But let's try and keep that tempo going. It's going to keep our body warmer. It's going to keep that heart rate and that breathing increasing as we go. Make sure we are still maintaining our good posture as we're doing it. Lovely, good. Keep it going. Just start to be aware that we're going to be doing some forward lunges in a second. So just make sure you've got a bit of space out in front of you. And we're going to change over some forward lunges now. So step forwards, reach up overhead, and then back. And shake your pom-poms. So as we're doing this, let's make sure that we've got good alignment through our feet, hips, and knees. So as we step forwards, make sure that your foot and your toes are pointing nice and straight ahead. Don't let the foot turn outwards. Then with our foot in place, make sure the knees following that same line. Again, the things to look out for there is that we're not letting the knee drop in. And then we can really start to exaggerate that hip flexor stretch. So as we come up with the arms, just think about pulling the weight forwards towards the front leg as we go. And we should feel a nice stretch. Open that hip flexor on the back leg as we do that. Good, keep it going. Right now we're alternating reps, obviously. So we need to make sure that we even out. I'm going to do one more hip. If you need to do an extra one at home to even it out, please do so. Once you've done that, we're going some side lunges. So just side lunges to start with. Step out into the side. Think about pushing the bum backwards as we go into that lunge and then stepping back together. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just warming up in a lateral movement now. We should feel a little bit of a stretch going on the inside of the trailing leg. Now just make sure we don't let that knee bend, okay? As we step out, we want this foot to be pointing forwards again. Okay, so as we step, don't try not to let the foot turn. And just keep pushing the bum right back. Okay, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to lunge again. But this time I'm going to add a little open of the arms. Okay, so holding that lunge, I'm going to open out. Lovely. Good, so what we should feel now is as we open the arms up, we might be getting a little bit stretched through the front of the chest there. Think about pulling the hands away from each other to really maximize that. We also might start to feel how that increases the stretch that we were feeling on the inside of that straight leg as well. So just make sure that we maintain that lunge position. Nice straight leg here, remember. Good, do a couple more reps, then we're going to go and do the other side and even it out. Okay, last one. Lovely. Right, we're going to change over to the other side now. So again, we're going to first of all just do the side lunge on its own, making sure we are pushing the hips back. Again, think of that hip, knee, toe alignment. Watch out that the knee's not collapsing back inwards. Keep thinking about engaging the core, so putting the tummy in, just going to make sure that we're stabilizing the hips. And think about our good posture, so we want to make sure that we've got our shoulders back, chest open as we go. Good, okay, are we ready to add those arms in? Let's open up through the arms now. Lovely. So again, that little additional movement there we're aiming for is we're going to try and get that stretch through the chest. As we open that hands, taking them away from each other, we can even maybe think about trying to get a little bit of a squeeze between the shoulder blades at the back. Make sure that we do maintain that nice tight core, just so that we're protecting ourselves, just that lower back region as we're rotating. Good, couple more left. Make sure we've still got that knee nice and straight on the trailing leg. Last one. Okay, lovely. Right, just before we start, we're going to get a little movement through the spine, posterior chain. So stand nice and tall for me. You're going to tuck your chin down onto your chest, hands along the front of your thighs, and we're just going to roll downwards. Allow the back to bend. Okay, we're flexing forwards. We're going to take it all the way down. When we get there, just let the body kind of hang into that stretch for a little bit. And then when we come up, make sure that we pull the tummy in first. So you've got to engage the core. Then we're going to squeeze through the bum to bring us back up. When we get to the top, nice big circles of the arms all the way up, up to the side and down. Good, let's go again. So chin tucked down to the chest, roll yourself down. Okay, so we're letting the spine flex forwards. We want to try and keep the legs fairly straight as we go. At the bottom of that, we should feel a stretch through the back of your legs, through the back of the thighs, maybe the lower back. Then before we come up, pull the tummy in first. Really engage through the core. Bring it up to nice and tall where we're going to do that circle of the arms. And we're going to do one more. Okay, last one. So again, we're going to let that body slowly control it down. When we get to that end range, we're just going to hang there for a second. So just let that our body weight just pull into that stretch. Then tummy in, squeeze the bum, grip with the toes. Make sure we're really putting ourselves back up with our glutes. And then just finish off with that circle of the arms. And that is our warm-up complete. Well done, good. So, warm-up done, workout starts now. So what we're going to be doing, first of all, is we're going to do some upward downward dogs now. As it's Halloween, what this is going to be is it's going to be us turning into werewolves. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be on our hands in a high plank position to start with. Okay, from there, we're going to go into a downward facing dog. So the downward facing dog, we push the hips back, let the heels drop to the floor, head between the arms, and that is a downward facing dog. Then we're going to come forwards. We're going to let the hips come down to the floor, open the chest, and what we're going to do is we're going to howl at the moon to pretend it's werewolves. Okay, and I want to hear you howling, all right? So that is our option. Now, if you can't get down to the floor, don't worry, you can do that with your hands elevated as well. Drop it back to the downward dog and hips forwards, howling up at the moon for the other one. Okay, so let's get ourselves on our hands, ready. I've got to get my timer set up. There we go. So we're going to be doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 3 rounds of these. 20, there we go. Are we ready? We all in position? We start in 3, 2, One, we're going downward dog first. So we're going down, let the heels drop towards the floor, head between the arms. Then we're going to come forwards, hips to the floor, shoulders back, and there's some werewolves out there today. Okay, that's it. Going back. When we go back, let's make sure that we keep our shoulders down. When we come forwards, open the chest, and Maria loves this one. Good, let's keep it going. When we go into downward dog, we should feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings. We're going to feel the shoulders maybe working. And then when we come forwards, we... Okay, werewolves, take a little rest. Well done. So that's our first round done. We've got 2 more of those to go. I think I've just called the dogs. Okay, 3 seconds, 2, 1, let's go. So again, let's start that downward facing dog. Get that stretch through the hamstrings as we come forward. We're going to stretch through the front, open the chest, and I apologise for those of you that own dogs and they're running around you like you're crazy. I can't hear you howling, Maria. Come on, howl for me. Make sure as we're doing this, let's keep our core nice and tight. By putting your belly button, that's how. Good. Keep it going. Last few seconds. 2, 1, and take a rest. Well done. Nice. I can definitely see some transitions there. Oh no, it's just because I haven't shaved. Right. We have 1 more round left to go. Okay, let's make sure we're keeping that core tight, keeping those shoulders set. Let's have it. Start with that downward dog, get the stretch through the hamstrings, feel those shoulders working. Then we come forwards, open it out, and good stuff. I definitely think we're warming into this. There's some much better werewolves out there now. Don't forget, with the fun that we're having, we're still getting a workout, so make sure we're keeping that core nice and tight. It makes you howl better. Good. That's it. Keep it going. We're almost there. 3 more seconds. Last howl for me. Well done. Good stuff. Okay, so we've got a minute's rest now. Minute's rest for me to go through the next exercise with you. What I want you to do is make sure we're grabbing some water. Let's make sure we maintain our hydration levels. And our next one. So we just transitioned into our werewolves from the howling of the moon. So now we're going to do some Wolfman reverse lunges. Okay, so we're fully turned into our werewolves now. We're going to do a reverse lunge. So we're going to be stepping out backwards onto the toe, where we're going to bend both knees as far down as we can. When we come forward, what we're going to do is we're going to be our Wolfman coming up into the Wolfman. Okay, we're going to alternate legs, so you're going to switch over, lunge back with the other leg, and then now if you notice I'm coming up on my toe, that's going to make it even harder for me to balance. So really engage the core as we do this. Okay, let's give it a go. So lunging back, remember back foot on a toe. Keep the knee aligned as we come forwards. Okay, switch the legs over. Down into our lunge as we come forward. Now if we're struggling with balance, rather than pushing up onto the toe, can we just do it with the foot flat? Okay, if it's really struggling to get the balance on the toe, just keep the foot flat. Still going to be challenging. If you can get up onto the toe, go for it. Good, keep it going, keep it moving. Remember, core tight, that's what's going to help us with our balance. Last couple of seconds, so last one, and rest. Well done. Nice work. Who's that? Who's that? We're going to have photographer in here today. Okay, so that's 1 round. We're going to be doing 3 in total, remember, so we've got 2 more left. So again, get yourself set. and reverse lunge. So start off that reverse lunge as low as we can go more. We work the legs and then up into our Wolfman. Good, and again down on the opposite leg and up into the Wolfman. Well done. Remember, if you are struggling with that balance, just instead of pushing up onto the toe, just try and come into a normal single leg balance. And the range in which we go is completely up to you. Just make sure that we're keeping good alignment of that front knee, okay? Well done, keep it going. Make sure we keep those abs tight, good posture. We are the best werewolves around. Well done. Nice, okay, so that is 2 rounds complete. We've got 1 more left to go. How are we all feeling? Good? Okay, so 1 last round. So again, reverse lunges. Let's alternate those legs and go. So lunge it back, forwards, into your scary Wolfman. Give me your scariest. Good, so make sure we're keeping the abs nice and tight all the way through these. We want to make sure we keep our balance, don't we? Good, keep it going. We have about 12 seconds left. Let's keep the body moving, get as many reps in as we can. Making sure still with that alignment through the knee. Keep it pointing straight forwards. Last one, and take a rest there. Well done. Well done, my team of wolfmen and people and ladies and, yeah, werewolves, I think. Okay, so grab some water. We've got a minute's rest to change that exercise over. So, I don't know about you, but there's a lot of scary things going on around here. I think we need to practice running away. Okay, so that is what we're going to do. We are literally going to be running away from all these ghosts. Now, don't worry, if you can't run, you might get caught first by monsters. But don't worry about that. Just go as fast as you can. So if you can't run, we need to keep it low impact. You're just going to power march like your life depends on it. Okay? So that is our next exercise. This is just going to get our heart rates up. This is survival. This is fight or flight. And we're choosing flight today, okay? We are running like scared little people. So we have 10 seconds left of this rest. If you want to have a quick sip of water, just to get you ready, and do so. But we are about to start running in 2, 1, and run! Run! You need to run as fast as you can. Make sure that when we're running, that we're keeping our abs nice and tight. Maybe we're going to change a few directions, dodge the ghost. Just run, keep it moving, keep those feet moving fast. Whoa, oh God, oh, that's only weird. Fine. Keep it going, keep those shoulders relaxed away from the ears. 10 more seconds. Come on, I can see it clearing overhead. We can hide there for 20 seconds, I reckon. 2, 1. I think we're safe for a second. 16 of them to be precise. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't feel too safe here. I think they're going to find us again in about 5 seconds' time. I'm just guessing. 3. Oh my God, there's another one. Let's run! Quickly! Run for your lives! Make sure that we're getting those feet moving fast. Get the knees out of the front. Get those arms going as well. I heard we run faster if we put our quads in nice and tight. And we have good posture through the shoulders, opening the chest, relaxing them down away from the ears. Come on, 10 more seconds. Keep going. We can hide again in 2, 1. Hide. Hide. Oh, it was all right for a little bit. I have a feeling that we might have to run one more time. Uh-oh. No. What's that? Look on the stop. It's just not we better run anyway. Make sure we get those arms going, swinging by the side. It's going to go up. Let's get faster. Keep those feet going. Don't stop. If you stop, the monsters are going to get you. This isn't just exercise. This is survival. Come on. Remember, we want to move as fast as you can, even if it's marching. Don't slow down. Don't let them get you. 5 more seconds. And then we'll reach safety. 2, 1. We made it. In spooky castle. We can hide in here, guys. Have a minute's rest. Relax. Grab some water. I think we're safe for the moment. Ooh. Nice. Okay. So once we catch our breaths from that, we're going to go into the next exercise. Now, we're in this spooky castle. And do you know who lives in this castle? An evil scientist called Frankenstein. So, I feel like we're going to need to blend in. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some Frankenstein forward lunges. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You heard right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it our best Frankenstein impression. So arms out in front. Gormless look on your face. No, I've not started yet. Oh, okay. So we're there. We're going to lunge forwards. Now, when we take that step forwards, make sure foot pointing forwards, knee pointing forwards. Good alignment. We're going to go down into our lunge, so bending those knees. When we come up, what we're going to do first is push that top foot up, then step back. Okay, so lunge down, lift the front foot, then back. Let's give it a go. Come on. I think I can hear Frankenstein behind us. We better make sure that we blend in. Now make sure that as we land that foot lift, nice and softly, okay? So just be aware that we don't want to put too much pressure through the knee. And again, work through the range you've got. Obviously, we're going to be working harder if we go lower down. Yeah, make sure we keep looking at that alignment of the knee. You can make noises and Frankenstein faces if you wish. It's going to be more convincing. You're going to be safer if you do. Okay, stop there. I think he's gone. I think we're all right for a minute. Maybe not a minute, maybe more like 20 seconds. Okay, so we managed to fall in that time, but only just. I think we can be more convincing than that. Okay, so let's put on full Frankenstein mode now. Ready? And go. Now let's just make sure that these Frankensteins have good posture, maybe not like the original monster. We want to make sure that we've got our shoulders relaxed down away from our ears, that we've engaged in our core. I don't know whether Frankenstein was made with a core, but we are, so let's use it. And keep that nice steady tempo going. Don't forget, if you make the Frankenstein monster noises, you're even more convincing. And that's there, well done. Good stuff. There's Mrs. Frankenstein just walking past you. Okay, so I think if we do that one more time, we will get away with this. So get ready. Let's go. This is the best Frankenstein monster impression that we've ever done now. We're going to make sure that we fool them. No one's ever going to know that we're not the real Frankenstein monster. That's the plan. And we're going to have lovely toned legs as well. Even better. Ah. Good. Keep it going. Remember, keep the core tight. Soft landing. We don't want to have to replace the knee. Good, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done. Nice. Okay, have a rest. Blend in. See, didn't even know he was here. We did well, guys. We did well. Okay. So, I found us a new place to hide. It's this big wooden box. I think it's a coffin. but I'm sure we'll be going unnoticed in there. But if we hear anyone coming, what we might need to do is pretend we're Dracula. Yes, that's it. We'll pretend we're Dracula. So we'll scare them rather than the other way around. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some coffin crunches. So we're going to lie down in our coffins, just like true Dracula style. We're going to have our hands crossed over our shoulders here. We're going to set ourselves up like we're coming out of the coffin, and we're going to go back down again. Now, if you struggle to get a full sit up like that, that's fine. You could sit on the edge of a chair and just do a top half. You could do it on the floor as well. Rather than going all the way back down, just work through the range you've got. Okay, so let's give it a go. Quickly, let's hide in this coffin. Close the coffin lid. And set ourselves up. I think we're safe. We'll go back down again. And again, coming up. Now, as we're doing this, we need to make sure that we're working our abs nice and tight. So every time we come up, we're pulling the tummy in, okay? Pull that belly button in towards your spine. That's going to help keep all of those muscles nice and active. Remember, if you can't get all the way down, that's fine. Just work through the range you've got. Okay, so we might just do a top half crunch. Okay, just make sure as we go back, we're still thinking about our core, controlling that all the way down. Good, and stop there. Well done. Well done. Guys, I think we make pretty good Draculas. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more rounds of those. Okay, so get yourself ready to go back into our coffins, and let's go. So slowly control it back down. Remember, engage your core, pull the tummy in, and up we sit. And then slowly back down again. The slower we go, the more work we're going to get from our abs on the way back. Make sure that we are really pulling our tummies in nice and tight as we come up. Try and make that as smooth as you can. Good. Let's keep it going. I reckon we've got about 12 more seconds of this to go. Good. Keep it strong and tight through those abs. Probably time for 1 more. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest there. Well done. Nice work. Okay, we have 1 more round of those left to go. So we want to make sure that we are really convincing. And if anything does come by us, they think that we're the real Dracula and they run away from us. So let's go. Last time. Cross your arms over your chest and go. So again, abs nice and tight as we come up. Squeeze those abs. Try and get all that movement just isolated from your core. Watch out for throwing your arms. So again, having them crossed over should limit any of that. Make sure we go slowly on the way back down. Keep pulling those abs tight every time we come up and controlling us all the way back down again. We have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. And bring it up to the top and rest there. Well done. Well done, Draculas. Lovely stuff. So, minutes rest. Have a drink of water. Don't get confused. You're not really Dracula. Please don't drink the blood. Drink the water. Much better for you. Okay, so we have 1 more little mission to do. So we've escaped Frankenstein and everyone else. We've now come into this room and we've got some potions bubbling away. And we're going to help the witch make these potions to get rid of all the rest of the monsters. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to help stir the witch's brew. So for this one, we're going to be seated. You can sit on a chair. If you can't get down to the floor, that's fine. Or if you sit on the floor, what we're going to do from there, we're just going to lean back ever so slightly. So kind of like that half sit up, lean it back slightly, and then with our arms, we're going to stir the witch's brew. But what we're going to do is make sure that we stir it nice and evenly, 2 in one way, 2 the other. Let's give it a go. So sit yourselves down and start. So remember, we just come back ever so slightly. We're going to stir. 1 big stir, 2 big stirs, then we're going to go the other way. We don't want this potion to be lumpy and bumpy, so we're going to make sure it's nice and even. Think about keeping your tummy nice and tight as we're doing this. So with us leaning slightly back, you should be engaging your core. You should feel how your abs are really switched on. Make sure that we keep pulling the belly button in. Think about trying to keep the chest lifted so we've got good posture. Don't let yourself crunch over. Think about really extending through the spine and take a rest. Well done. Nice, that's one potion done. We've got 2 more left to go. And then afterwards, we're going to drink these potions and all the monsters are going to go away. Okay, so are we ready? Potion number 2. And let's go. So just stir in that witch's brew in the cauldron. Nice big circles in the arms. Okay, this is a big cauldron. We're really brewing a lot. Make sure that we're keeping those tummy muscles nice and tight. Make sure we keep the chest lifted in good posture. The biggest circles are the best circles. Really go for it. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. That's another potion done. Well done. We can put that one to one side. We've got 1 more left to brew now. Okay, so hopefully not only are we making these potions, it's going to save the world from all the monsters, but also we're getting some nice ab work from it as well. What a bonus, eh? Okay, so let's go 1 more time. Let's go. So lean it back, stir that witch's brew. Nice big circles. Remember, keep alternating. I would go 2 in one direction, then 2 in the opposite. Make sure that we are putting in those abs really tight. So put it in from the belly button, put it in through the side of the waist. Keeping the chest lifted, keeping the shoulders down. We are almost there. I can see that it's nearly ready. It's bubbling. It's almost ready to drink. 2, 1, and there we go. We have successfully saved Halloween. That's all I can say. Well done, team. Okay, right. Bring yourselves up. Have a sip of your witch's brew or some water. Either way. And that brings us pretty much to the end. We've survived werewolves. We've run away from ghosts. We've mingled with Frankenstein. We've helped a witch create a brew. I think we've done a lot of work, so we need to stretch out. Okay, so we're going to start off with a nice hip flexor stretch first of all. Take 1 foot back so we've got the heel lifted. We're going to pull the hips forward so it's over the front leg. And then we're going to try to tuck the hips under. Okay, so we're getting this tuck of the hips, pulling down at the back, up at the front. Make sure we maintain good posture. Okay, so keeping the shoulders back and down. Make sure that we're not leaning backwards. Okay, keep the weight over the front leg. We're just relaxing into it. We should be feeling that stretch at the front of the back leg coming up into the hip. That's where I want you to feel the stretch whilst we're holding it. Lovely. Right, let's switch that over to the other side. So again, just switch the feet over. So we've got back foot, heel lifted. We bring the weight forwards towards the front leg and we tilt the hips. So tucking under at the back, putting up at the front, standing nice and tall. Good posture through the shoulders. Relax those shoulders, let them sink down away from the ears. Make sure that we're not leaning back. Remember, we're feeling that stretch at the front of the back leg, up into the hip. Well done. Yeah, okay, little stretch for the hamstrings now. So hamstrings, those muscles at the back of the thigh. So for these, we're going to take 1 foot out in front, heel to the floor with the toe lifted, and we're going to push the hips back. Now, as we push the hips back, all we want to do is make sure that we're hinging through the hips and we're not letting the back round. Okay, so little tip, if you think about trying to keep the chest open or maybe set the shoulders back and down as we lean over, that should help maintain a nice neutral spine. Now, as we push the bum back and we lift the toe, we should feel a nice stretch all the way down the back of your thigh. Okay, so that's where we said the hamstrings are sitting. Make sure the knee doesn't bend. Okay, if the knee bends, we're going to lose some of that stretch. So lock that leg out straight. Back leg's bent because that's supporting us. Well done. Okay, let's change it over. Now, if you struggle with this, you can always try resting your bum up against the wall. So you've got something to rest against, or maybe perch on the edge of a chair or a stool. What it will help is it will just mean you don't have to worry about the balance of it. It encourages you to get the bum back. And again, as long as we're getting the stretch in the right place down the back of that thigh, then that's all that really matters, okay? So we're just looking to really get a stretch, best stretch however we can. Nice, so just keep relaxing there. Remember, just still check, make sure that we're not starting to let the back round, keep those shoulders set. Good, okay, nice and slowly bring it up. Now stretch out through the upper body now as well. So we're going to take the arms out nice and wide. Relax the shoulders down, and we're going to pull the shoulders back. So imagine we're trying to bring your shoulder blades together behind you. Make sure that we're engaging our core so we don't end up leaning backwards. And just relax there. Feel that stretch opening through the front of your chest. Good. Let's change the hand position now. So we're just going to turn the hand, palms facing up, and let the arms drop down by the side. As we do this, think about your arms, trying to pull your shoulders down towards the floor. Keep them back as well, so we're still trying to get those shoulder blades together. And here we're going to feel that stretching, probably still through the chest, maybe a bit more through the shoulders as well now. Good, okay, and we're just going to finish with a little stretch for the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the arms up around as if we're getting our arms around a big monster to give it a hug. Might as well keep the Halloween thing, right? So from there, we're going to tuck the chin down onto the chest, and then we're going to pull the arms forwards, let the shoulders reach forwards as well. What we should feel is our shoulder blades moving away from each other. So they're moving apart from one another. That's where we're going to feel the stretch between the shoulder blades. So that kind of upper mid back. Good, okay, just relax from there. Just going to give the arms a little shake. The shoulders are shrugging, then the legs as well. And we have done amazingly well to survive this. So give yourselves a massive round of applause. Well done, everyone. Cheerleader is on point. There we go. Woo! Well done, top work. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's Halloween special.